And I'm undefeated, top dog, making it easy. Back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down. I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Mark the flag. Check 3. 22.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
What you got? Huh?
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Step 180, 380. Game situation. Let's go. Watch it. Hey, 79.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Hey, Delta!
On 3rd down, Rivers. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Check 53. Hey, watch the ball. Check 3. Set up.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on second and goal. Back to throw. Ingram. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on second down. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 60 out long. Check 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 14, Browns 6.
Let's go now. 50, Pittsburgh, 3. All day, dog. Watch, watch.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. Roberts has it. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run here with Ingram. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Good job.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Wait, 89! On 1st and 10, Rivers. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rivers to throw it. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, here we go.
A toss play to Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And nowhere to get out. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Roberts got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Jackson, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw again on second down, Jackson.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Now it's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 91-53. Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, alert 3. Hatchet.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's it. Big hit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1%. coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Man open, that's Damian Ratley. 20! And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Ravens 31, Browns 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and it's third down.
Ready? 53, Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Landry. Landry brushes him off. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
What 90? 57. I got you. Hey, 79.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, down.
Final play of the half, Rivers. Drops it off for Chubb. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Ravens 38, Browns 13. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Going up top. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the... And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Check. Check 25. Check 25.
On 1st down, Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns close. Not really focused on it.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's going.
Now Chubb running right. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 62 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
48, Browns 19. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready? Right front, 80. Go. Go.
Play action now. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st down, Browns.
36.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Rivers now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Rivers trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Finds Roberts left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time out of Chubb. 48 yards on the ground. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Delta. Run 80.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A very solid gain of 27. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the